Well, good morning, everyone. Trust everyone is having a great day so far. We're going to continue on with our devotion series off of Pastor TJ's message that the Lord gave him on Sunday. And I titled today, Drop Everything and Live with Him. That was the very first thing that I wrote on my notes after I wrote, of course, the title, and he's still in the series of Changing the City. But that really stuck with me. And then, of course, we saw the skit there from The Chosen when Jesus passed through. And in Mark in chapter 2, it says, And he went forth again by the seaside, and all the multitude resorted unto him, and he taught them. And as he passed by, he saw Levi, the son of Alphaeus, sitting at the receipt of the custom, and said unto him, Follow me. And he arose and he followed him. And the last three devotions have all talked about the same thing. And I'm going to follow along with that, but or have all mentioned the same thing, I should say, about Levi. Levi being changed or changing his name from Levi to after he became a follower of Jesus and becomes known then as Matthew. And so a couple things that stuck with me about the message on Sunday. Levi is known, and this is coming from my Bible here in my notes, but it says Levi is also known as Matthew, and then the parentheses here, the tax collector, publican, and other names that he was associated with. And I got to thinking about that, and as a Christian, we've been changed. When we may not have changed our name, but the world will still put us in the parentheses, Jason, the sinner, and they want to bring back all of our garbage, the things that we, are yesterdays, and to sometimes that's how we're known. And Jody had mentioned about, well, they was in Nicaragua, he and TJ serving together, and of course, Ben Conley around them when they were in high school and in, on after high school as well. And they talk about some of their rambunctious days. I guess I was still dating Bob, or we might have been married by that point in time. And they was talking about, it's hard to believe that now they're in another country serving as missionaries. And a lot of people would still want to put those in parentheses for them as well. Those rascals, those, renegades, whatever you want to call them. But we all would have our parentheses. We would all have those things in which we're known for, good or bad. But when Matthew or Levi started following Jesus, it was a process. It was a process, and the changing of the name, whether it was a declaration or whatever else, or if he signed and made it official that he's going to be known as, Matthew instead of Levi. Changing your name is very easy. Today you could go to the courthouse, DMV, or wherever, and get a name changed. However, only Christ can change the person. Anybody can change their name. And so how do we become a new person? How do we become changed? Philippians 2:13, for it is God which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. And go back to what we started with. Drop everything and live with him. We live in a society today that of instant gratification. We want everything now, or we want an abbreviation of everything. We want to lose weight. We'd rather take a pill than work out. We want to be, deemed spiritual, religious, whatever it might be, so we put on a mask and we act, Christian. And I shun a little bit to say that because you can't act like a Christian. You either are one or you're not. But um, looking at the conversion of Matthew, he dropped everything and he lived with Jesus. If we're going to truly be changed, it can't be a sleepover occasionally. We can't go and visit Jesus on Sunday mornings. Um, you know, and then when we want to be real spiritual, we'll show up a couple Wednesday nights and maybe even a Sunday night. Um, if we're going to allow Jesus to do what he wants to do, and according to Philippians 2:13, that is to work in us, okay, um, to will and to do his good pleasure, then we have to drop everything and live with him. Um, it can't be an acquaintance. He can't be someone that we associate with occasionally. It can't even be somebody that we once knew. Um, for God to be working in us, we have to drop everything. He's got to be take up full residence in us, and we've got to take full residence in Him. We have to abide with Him, and He says He will abide with us. And then Pastor mentioned this: to be, to go, to want. Okay, and that's our mission. That should be our mission. If truly we want Christ to change us, more than just our name, but we truly want to be changed of Him, we have to be what He wants us to be. We have to go where He wants us to go, and we have to want the things that He wants. And those are three words, but when we put them in that way, those are three lofty commandments. Okay, because it's easy to be. We can be a coach to certain people. We can be a teacher to certain people. I can be a husband to Bobby. I can be a dad to Dalton and Logan. We can be a lot of different things. But for us to be, it means to be what you never thought you could be. And allow God to change you into His good pleasure, and to go, to do those things that God wants you to do. We're all on the go. We are a busy bunch of people. And I say that I truly am as well. Just go, 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 go. Even sometimes on days off, we just go, 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 go. But to go where God wants us to go, to do the things that God wants us to do, and to want the things that God wants. So I'll leave you with that. Ask that question today: God, what do you want in my life? God, what's your will for me? Where do you want me to go? What do you want me to be? And we can get there, but we have to drop everything and live with Him. God bless. Have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you this Sunday.